Man, you see how handsome I am? Man, you see how handsome I am? Man, you see how handsome I am?
The clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe trying to...
Good morning, people. We have a foil training today. Assembling my exploder foil currently. This is the one I'm using now. The wind is super light today. Well, it's supposed to be super light. For now, there's almost nothing. It should pick up a little bit. Let's see if we can get some good 9-0 foil training here. Usually it doesn't happen that much because whenever it starts getting windy, it gets windy to like 15 to 20 knots, and then you go straight to either 8-0 overpowered foil or 8-6 slalom thin. So yeah, maybe today's an exception. Let's see.
Hello guys, it's me again. Joking around and making fun of Rytis. I see some, these are speed stickers. These stickers, guys, they give 2 knots extra speed. The more bubbles there is, the faster there is.
It's like a golf ball, no?
Yeah, yeah, you get the system of the golf ball, right?
How was the session in the morning, Enrico?
It was good. I went in the water only because I had to pee. Why you have a sirene on your van? Like you're a special cargo van?
Yes.
She's moving or no? Yeah, she's fully dancing.
Nice, huh?
Woo! Look this, man. She has this also. Fucking crazy. But what? This was is how you test the sails, guys. Just so you know. So you lift it, and you lift it up, and yeah, good sail. Yeah.
Leave my mast alone.
Really good sail. Really good sail.
The Papi Chulo haircut again, huh?
Fuck, man. You see how handsome I am? Fucking hell. This big nose and antenna ears. Make sure you watch his last foiling video, how to do a foil job. I was watching, and even me, I got some tips out of it. So every guy can always learn something from other guy, just if you are watching it in the right way. So you can learn good stuff or bad stuff, but you can learn. No, I'm joking. I took one good tip from him.
And we are reviewing one race where I did pretty okay. So as you can see, we're waiting just before the start. Now we have 31 seconds left. There's not much of a run-up before the start, therefore we wait till quite late before the start, then hope that we get a gust, start pumping, and try to go in. So as you can see there in front of me and below is Malte Reucher, and below us we have also Pierre Mortefon, Matteo Aquino, Jordi Wong, Bruno Martini, Cedric Boards, and some other guys as well. So I'm coming a bit early to the start. I didn't have a choice to start and go later because the position that I was in, the gust was only coming at that specific time with 30 seconds left to the start. So I either got planing and got going on that gust, or I was just stuck there. So I had to risk it and go early. So now I'm going upwind, trying to increase the distance to the starting boat, and yeah, with roughly 7 seconds left, I finally decide that I'm just far enough away from the boat, and I start accelerating. So the wind is super light here, but as you can see below us, most of the guys are on the foil and going. So here I realize that the wind is so light that I'm having trouble accelerating, and that it will be faster to pump in order to increase acceleration. So here I'm late half a second to the start, but I get the best start, and I'm pumping my ass off to increase the speed as much as I can, and as soon as I feel I hit the gust, I hook in again. And here, yeah, you can see that I got a best start at the top, and I'm starting to cover other guys, which in this light wind it's super important, as if you cover other guys, it will be really hard for them to come back. So in this point you can see in the left corner Jordi Vong and the red sail of Matteo Iachino. And yeah, on this first reach I was actually decently powered up, so here I'm pushing as much as I can and getting ready for the jibe. So I'm just checking behind me to see if anyone might go on the inside, and unhook, take the hands back, very important, see how far my hands are back. I got a little bit backwinded there, but managed to push through it because my hands were really far back. The front hand was at the harness lines and the back hand was behind the system, so I managed to push through the backwinded moment and stay on the foil the whole time. I went a little bit wide on the jibe, so I heard that one of the guys, I think it was Jordi Vong, started coming onto the top of me a little bit here. But yeah, with my board and my sail, I was confident that I have enough speed to keep him away at these conditions. So here we are approaching the second mark, once again checking behind me if anyone can cause me any trouble here, and then yeah, focusing again on the rounding. So front hand near the harness lines, back hand behind, and a clean jibe, but maybe just a slight touch of the water. But then I came into a lull here, so as you can see I had an extended period of pumping just to accelerate more and also stay on the foil. And here I went into another lull and I realized that if the lull stays, I might have trouble to reach the mark, so I pumped a little bit more to keep the speed and gain a little bit of height against the wind, so I have a better approach to the mark. So in light winds, sometimes you need with the foil to pump even on the straights to go better if you're lacking power. If I had a bigger wing, a front wing, I probably wouldn't need to do that. So yeah, here we go, approaching to the third mark. Once again, taking the hands as far back, and you can see how far I pushed the sail forward. The issue here was that I pushed the sail forward, but I did not push it enough to the outside of the jibe. Oh, here we had a flying fish saying hi to me. But yeah, I did not push the sail far enough to the outside of the jibe, and therefore I got backwinded a touch. Luckily, since I pushed the sail forward enough, it wasn't a really strong backwind, so it didn't slow me down too much. But it slowed me down enough that Malte Reuter, who was now behind me, he caught up with me a little bit. And yeah, I checked here for him where he is, and he's actually not too far away. So yeah, here I'm finally going into the last jibe mark. Checking behind me, switching the hand on the top, pumping a little bit to gain extra speed, sail forward to the outside, and finally I had a clean jibe. This mark had a little bit more of wind on the entry, so that was easier. But as you see on the exit, once again, there is no wind. So yeah, here it is. As you saw, behind me was Malte Reuter, and behind him Matteo Iachino. So yeah, was a tough light wind race, but yeah, super happy because it's the first race, first heat in Tenerife Group 1 that I ever won. So, just came back home after the foiling session on the water. As I said in the morning, it was super light wind. On 9-0 we were underpowered most of the time, well, all the time. Sometimes we were not even planing. Quite a few stars had to be cancelled because no one could get planing, or just one person could get planing off the start. But yeah, we wanted this. We wanted to push and see what are the low level wind limits and what kind of gear we need to use and how we need to trim it. So I was using actually quite a small wing, 640 square centimeters wing today. I wanted to see what's the low limit is for it, and yeah, basically I realized that wing was slightly too small, or too small. And once I got going and there was enough pressure to be even slightly powered up, it was already okay. I didn't have an advantage, I think, over others, but it was okay. but as soon as it was dropping the holes, it was really difficult to make the jibes in the air. But yeah, therefore it was a good practice for the jibes. I found some trim settings for the back wing. I found some trim settings for the sail itself. So yeah, I found out some useful things, and I also found out that I need to try and use a bigger wing next time. So yeah, it's important in these kind of marginal conditions or in any conditions to try out a few options and see what works better for you. Sure, the most exciting thing during the day was that I was finally able to win a single heat here in Tenerife in Group 1. I finished second a couple of times, I finished third a couple of times, and I was like super excited with that already. But winning, I haven't done that before. And of course, you know, you have to keep in mind, it's only training here, it's not racing. People are not on their best setups, especially the top guys, you know, they keep their best mast and the best wings for racing. So it's not like I'm better than them, that's not what I'm saying, but still, you know, winning against some of the best guys in the world, whatever the conditions are, it's fun. So I was happy that I managed to do that. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed watching it. I hope you picked up some good tips along the way for light wind foil sailing, and let's see you in another video. Adios.